buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Your hand was sought by several, but there is only one night ahead. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight. Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine. And the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too. Oh, yes. I suppose we'll have to. We should head back. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
Hey, soldier.
It's already lost to you. I know that from experience. I won't lie. I won't pretend that part of me isn't hoping you'll look in my eyes and still feel something. Foolish, I know. But allow me to wallow in the fantasy just a moment. Bittersweet as it is. But what about Lae'zel? Are you truly willing to risk her ire just to be with me? I won't lie. I feel a little sorry for her. But only a little bit. You may be what's been missing from my life.
I am not yours. You are not mine. Or so I've come to believe. I can withstand most any wound,
but one tainted by her shadow. It will take time to heal. Yes, I'm sure you see it that way. You are Shakfo Ashdu, source of my bruises. The wounds you inflicted will heal, but they will leave behind scars.
City of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's... Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love. You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor. Truth, a sword, and trust, a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
It can't hurt, I suppose. Unless you embarrass me. Then you might find yourself hurting in a whole manner of ways.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Shadowheart, an endless storm surges behind sharp eyes. Listen, think. From where does Shadowheart draw comfort on a cold, dark night?
Well put. Though I'll forgive a middling wine so long as the company makes up the difference.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. The heart craves comfort, but needs respect. How does one earn the dark-haired maiden's respect?
Not completely off the mark, but there's easier paths into my good graces.
There is hollowness between you, something brittle and strained. We must dig deeper, grasp the pain hiding within. Shame sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Shadowheart, what is her deepest shame?
I didn't think a little game would sting so much when I agreed to this. But you're right. You didn't do abysmally, I suppose. That's worth something.
Your bond is false, and I know why. Because your heart belongs to another. Close your eyes, and she will show herself to you. Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this person?
Gather. Prepare. Become.
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening? I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Who? Oh, yes, Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full. Your mind rested. Your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. true ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Lady Shah's blessings be upon you. What's that look you're giving me? I feel like a mouse cornered by a cat. I don't know what to say. We're already together as much as Lady Shah allows. Is that not enough for you? You can. If you understand how to reconcile certain eccentricities in our relationship. Lady Shah respects cunning. And that's exactly what you and I will need to demonstrate if you want this to continue. Rules are perhaps not always meant to be broken, but they are always intended to be bent. That kiss we shared wasn't my first, you know. Far from it. Lady Shah's initiates, we weren't supposed to have relationships. Or flings. Not even stray trysts. And yet, we found a way. Good. Then hopefully you'll understand exactly what I mean. You can frame many acts as service to the Dark Lady if you put your mind to it. Seduction can be a worthy form of subterfuge. A snatched moment can practice the art of stealth. And making a lover wait? Well, there's few finer torments, if you know what you're doing. As long as my actions can be thought of as honoring Shah or honing skills in her service, there's a great deal of flexibility to be had. The catch is this. I can't truly love you. Not like most define it. I'll always have to keep a place for Lady Shah. But you're clever, willing, and flexible. You needn't feel left wanting. I'll give you all that I can. Just don't call it love.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thumb missed that face. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or more I have little coin. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the man. Anything else on your mind, sweetie?
You can stare as much as you like.
My. I can tell you are a You have but to ask. Don't be shy. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
We want both of you, silly. At the same time.
While it's a fascinating prospect, I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time. I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. And of course, there's no charge. Anything for someone who helped find Fionn. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you feel something touch you. Icy fingers running down the nape of your neck. You shudder as you feel hot breath on your cheek.
Just relax. Give yourself over to the sensation. Lie back and let it take you.
Her lips meet yours and you feel your body flush with heat, racing through your limbs, followed by the dancing tingle of her cold fingers. She lets out a whimper as you kiss lower, lower, lower on her body.
Thank you. Thank you.
She tastes like a dessert prepared just for you as she shivers and shakes. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. Even in the best of times, with Baldur's Gate prepared.
I heard birdsong at dusk coming here. You don't know what it's like to hear music like that again, after so long without. My daughter found her way in the end, and oh, I see. More than a friend. Apologies. I forget my little girl is not so little anymore. Apologies. Even the littlest thing wears me out. I should rest a little. We'll talk soon, Shadowheart. Oh, I see.
You've shown great kindness, allowing my wife and I to remain with you. Thank you. I'm glad Jennifer found you. You are more than just a friend to her, aren't you? I saw the way she looked at you. It reminded me of her mother when we first met. Don't worry. I am truly glad she found you. And I have scant energy to play the stern father. There must be stories you could tell. But perhaps another time. I'm afraid my strength has not returned just yet. Decades in that place has left me maimed. Body and soul. Some rest, perhaps, will make me better company.
influence you? Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of... it's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them. Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them. Shah seeks to break people, to fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts. Yes. But it's not an easy subject to broach. Those bad memories, they're filled with my parents' faces, their cries of pain. But perhaps it will help, if I can clear the air. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. Of course. Better now, I think. Now that I know the truth. Now that I have my family. And you. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Even if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think I'd have wanted to. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here. To see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. Shame. More than I ever knew it was possible to feel. Shah left me with all the memories I need to punish myself. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen. It kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Anel?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.
It was perfect. Almost perfect. After everything that happened, with my parents, with Shah, I didn't think I was owed any happiness. I did things. Things that fill me with shame now. There's at least one person who doesn't want me happy. Shah. I felt the wound last night, while you were sleeping. Like some sadistic child de-winging a fly. Thank you. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that very thing. It's nice to hear someone else say it. You and I... Our time together has been very dear to me. I had hoped maybe there might be more to come. It's not an exciting life that I lead, but I'd like you to be a part of it. I doubt I'd have anything at all if it wasn't for you. Good. Then seek me out when you have time. I'm hoping to find some place I can settle down and stay close to my parents. Somewhere quiet, where they can find peace and gaze at the night sky. I'll keep a spot for you. It'll be just like old times.